Hello YouTube, family, friends, and I should say survivors, not subscribers, those that continue with me on a regular basis. Thank you, all of you guys. I am skidding limbs from a logging project 2 years ago. And these are all right where they were left in the woods when we busted the limbs off the log. And I noticed that I can skid them with a quad really well. I use this poly rope, and I put a piece of tape on the end of the rope and open up the web, and I make a Chinese finger lock. You see the end of the rope comes all the way back to here, and actually if I just pull on this it'll slide right out, but when I pull on the hook it locks. Somebody gave me, I got most of them given away now, 12 5,000 foot boxes of this. Wow, so I had lots of it. But I use it to skid with the log with the quad, because if it's just too much for the quad, this will break. If I had a steel cable or a choker cable, I'm afraid that it would be really, really hard on the transmission. So when I'm in low range, I pull with this stuff, and it wears out where it's skidding because I just choke back to itself. And so you have a part that rubs on the ground when you're skidding a log. So it's so easy to make a new Chinese finger lock. I just use another piece of rope and put some new hooks on it. So we're trying to redeem this area, and we haven't planted this yet, but you can see since we took the trees down, nature's already doing it. Firs and pines everywhere. And pine tree, pine tree, pine tree. Pine, 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 pine. Mostly pine, but there is some fir in here. And as I'm coming in here and cutting all the brush out, I'm finding that most of it's already replanted. Really, ideally, we want them fairly close together, so when the trees grow up, it's really repressed, and then when they get about 20 feet tall, 30 feet tall would be ideal, you go in and thin them, and then they'll really start growing. And what that does is that gives you real straight, tall trees like that one. If they grow out on their own, out in the full sunlight, like this tree right here, it'll grow with so much taper it would be no good at all for logs, for lumber. So you plant them really, really dense, and then you thin them. And I don't think these are going to be in competition with the solar panels anytime in my life. So we'll just go ahead and replant this, and all the tops for this from the hardwood stumps we're going to chip with our chipper and use that for mulching the garden. So I'm skidding limbs today. Have a blessed day.